there inside Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson, and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
When you think back over the last couple decades, Mike, I'm not sure there was a more impressive rookie NFL quarterback season than what we saw a year ago out of Jaden Daniels. Not only personally, the efficiency, the effectiveness, the explosiveness in production, but the ability to turn around a franchise in Washington that hadn't seen greatness and hadn't seen success in what seems like ages. Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn, it is a new era of Washington Commanders football, and I'll tell you what, they got themselves to the playoffs a year ago. I wouldn't be shocked to see them playing in that NFC Championship game come the end of this season. And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Off his own read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The motion man here is McLaurin. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. That's a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, 3rd down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in 3rd and pass.
3rd and long. And here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota, alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell, by far was the best year of his career, and it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs?
the 29. Here's second down and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him.
In this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. They send a receiver in motion left. Look wide. Get this one complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. It was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Washington.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Gonna throw again. To the outside, into the hands of McClure. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Commander's first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Second time, connect on the 18 yards.
And at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, they get 2 on this second down.
Made at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pick, second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Zach Ertz. A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been. And it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
He'll try zone read on first and goal. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. Throw on the run is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And that's a first down. be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
A gain of 21.
2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback...
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller. He gets into drop-in. It's a loss of 8.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
At the 15-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels like you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. They'll begin here on the ground. Drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
At the 28-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now he takes off, and Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
There he goes again. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion over Samuel. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Taking off, and they'll take this down inside the 35. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Again, on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Ja'Cory touchdown, Commanders.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3.
Commanders 14, Seahawks 3.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. 19 yards right away to kick off this. Dan Quinn wants a second opinion here, and he has thrown the challenge flag.
Play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the chest, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of...
And he'll take this one in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Commanders 14, Seahawks 10.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing that, Daniel. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Here's Tress Way now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Play fake, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of
pickup of 14 on that one.
Good.
First down,
Seahawks.
Seattle.
First down. A gain of 14. And
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman for getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Third and a yard. They'll try to sneak him here, and he will have the Seahawks first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on third and 1.
2 yards on the play. First down, Seahawks.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now we got to see if they can come away with some points.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
The tackle made back
We
at the
call them
25-yard
safeties
line.
because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
It is 3rd and long. To throw is Darnold. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one.
Yards to go.
And it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's their punter now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll go play action with Darnold. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look, and led to a nice gain.
Darnold now to throw. That one on target to Cup. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
For a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Seattle.
They run with Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Darnold. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 14. First down, Seahawks.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, to the sideline, it really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Darnold to the air once more. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Darnold to throw again. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
That's another Seahawks first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Working out of the gun. It's Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing, Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? that hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you gotta make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it, and just can't quite get it done.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On second down, it's Daniel. There's Ertz. He's got it right side. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. On play action, here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
A handoff, running left, it is Walker. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Charbonnet, the back, and he goes straight ahead. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Percy Butler on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
In trouble, and down he goes.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field, and man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. And this will be from 42 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 on the game. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jaron Reed gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
3rd and long, and here's Dan. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. The run up the middle, it's Walker. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Walker. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Motion man is the tight end going right. They'll go with him again. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to the backs against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Down this close, 3rd and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Commanders.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. Whoa! And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Right side, catch made by McClure. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball went. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Look wide. Get this one complete.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. The motion man here is McClure. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He was brought down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The Commanders will line up
They're going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion ties this game up.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun and overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway. How about the defense get access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least third and manageable.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Open man, right side. He's got it. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups. He continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Seattle.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now
and he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. He's got another one, his second touchdown of the evening. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will go up by 7.
Commanders 22.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
Now, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And now it's fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the
A quarterback who can
35-yard
extend
line.
the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
It's a great
10.
example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
Now Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 9.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniel. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Daniels one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
For a Commanders first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing now. Daniel. He'll try to run for it. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
He's close to a first down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 42-yard line.
It is second and a yard. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the
2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best play. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. And now as this fourth down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Needing to convert here on third and inches. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
That's good for a Washington.
Job well. If you don't want to chop or step or go east and west, you're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense, and he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Another try, second and 10. Throwing is Daniel. Now they take it in by Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Stopping here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 27 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to win the game. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. From right around the goal line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.